all of your passion in this crescendo accent. Yes, at least. And a lot of more here.
Is when you put the bow on the string and then you do that thing that you were doing really well. But you do it only with your fingers. Nothing else should move. And then slowly.
So welcome everyone to the Contemporary Arts Center. As Liz mentioned, I'm Stephen Matticio, I'm the curator here. I'll talk a little bit about curatorial practice in general, but I thought this is a really good show to kind of show to you, or to display to you all the many dimensions of curatorial practice and what it can involve. As you see, the trees continue to rotate, and they'll continue to change and evolve over the course of this show, which will run into mid-September. But sometimes you have to take risks. You have to be brave to address and to activate certain topics.
Because this is not separate or different from what we're requesting that you do right now back at school.
7, 8. Take your time. 7.
You have to love hard work. If you don't love to work hard, this is the wrong career for you.
Anyway, today it's a master class. It's going to be pretty specific with each person singing. I will see what kind of adjustments can be made, which hopefully improves or changes or gives them a little different perspective on the song that they chose to sing. However, we're going to see how some of those concepts that you have been learning in the classroom and in studio and in class, we'll see if some of that can actually apply in some sort of real-world application.
I won't send roses, roses
Pretty good job. Musical theater, especially from an acting standpoint, sometimes you have all these lyrics that say one thing, but then there's also stuff in the subtext of it, usually the thought is sometimes the complete opposite.
not the kind things that you deserve. So while there's still a fighting chance, just turn and go.
Trying the opposite of that, and it just, because your eyes were just full of story. It's like we could see that there's a disconnect between what you're saying and what's going on in here, which makes it interesting to watch. And from this close up, it's like, oh, this is good. There's a lot of potential in you. So, good job.
Are we still waiting to put this?
Yeah, that's going to be important, because I think it's that problem.
Side, fifth, side, fifth, side, fifth.
The conductor is going to continue doing this, right? In my opinion, everything came from those guys. Same thing, that call and response. Beep, beep, dee, be, do, bye, do, beep, dee, be, ba, bo, bo, do, beep, be, da, bye, da, ba, ba, be, ba, 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 da, ba, ba, ba.
Not high, believe me. For you have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead, so stakes me to the ground.
We're going to start working on today your final culminating project with us. Basically, we're going to break you guys up into groups, and you will come up with your own interpretation, your performance of the prologue of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo, Juliet, Act 2.
Work with, and they come from, you know, one of my cultural heritages. Learn whom you are, because there is no one else like any of you in the world. You are the one. So how are you going to express that to people?
Unique to the instrument that you play. And that's why you practice and work really hard so that, you know, the technical things fall away and start to be easy. And so then, you know, what's in your heart and what makes you special comes out in your instrument. And I think what's one of the things for me that's been so special about getting to play on this particular instrument is just thinking about the special voice that that inhabited this instrument all those years ago, and just thinking about the struggle that they went through and the importance of that. And just thinking about, I would love to think that in some way, maybe the ability to play their instrument brought them some comfort in a dark time.
Privilege of being the American history teacher here at SCPA, and I just wanted to say thank you for what you guys are doing, and I think this is a wonderful lesson for This is a wonderful lesson of how the arts bring people together to tell great stories. You and your father and your grandfather are restoring and playing these instruments.